Welcome back to Fast Track. I'm Sarah Wagner.
And I'm Tony Manzo with the latest in arts and entertainment.
Those who have struggled for freedom and equality were remembered and honored this week in a concert by two local performance ensembles. The performance aimed to move, inspire, and entertain while celebrating the spirit and faith that contribute to the identity of all peoples.
On February 21st, the Black Voices of Inspiration collaborated with the Bach Chorale for the first time in both groups' history. They combined forces for a performance in front of a packed house at the First Baptist Church of Lafayette to honor Black History Month. The concert, entitled Rock of My Soul, took place in two parts, the first of which included the work Changed My Name, a musical arrangement which chronicles the lives of Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth through both song and dialogue.
When I crossed the line which I had so long been dreaming, I was free, but there was no one to welcome me to the land of freedom. That man over there says...
This musical celebration also included a presentation of contemporary spirituals and gospel music during the second half of the program. Both parts featured performances from talented soloists representing each group. Both groups would like to thank all those who were in attendance to help to make the performance a resounding success. The Quirk started as a general interest magazine publishing local artists' work in northern Indiana. As the popularity of the journal grows and the editor's interests change, it has evolved into the internationally renowned literary journal it is today. Patrick Foster has a story on the Purdue student that founded the magazine and the doors it has opened for him.
Kaveh Akbar is the founder and editor of The Quirk, a poetry magazine for budding poets as well as people more established in their writing careers.
We've had everybody published in The Quirk, from Pulitzer Prize winners to Nobel Prize winners to truck drivers to school teachers and everything in between. And that's one of the things that I really pride myself on, is that we're looking for valuable voices, voices that need to be heard, regardless of notoriety.
The Quirk is a non-profit magazine where all proceeds are sent to charitable causes around the world.
The Quirk is completely for charity. I don't make a penny from it. In fact, I spend quite a bit of money on it. But in all of its various incarnations, it's raised around $3,500 for charities all across the world.
The magazine has benefited people in need and writers looking for an avenue to have their voices heard. It has also earned Kaveh an assistant editor position at the New York Quarterly, arguably the most important poetry journal in America. The majority of Kaveh's inspiration to perform and write poetry comes from his favorite authors and his desire to be a part of a history of writers.
In terms of my own writing, I'd like to think that I'm some small cog in the gears of that conversation continuing to go, both with writers whom I've loved and encountered and writers who will come after me, who will read my stuff maybe.
Copies of the Quirk magazine and Kaveh's poetry book, Calling a Wolf a Wolf, are available for order online.
The campus was filled with cheer and celebration over the weekend as the National Panhellenic Council's Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity hosted an annual event that promotes Black womanhood and scholarship. Sheena Mitchell has more with the story.
The Miss Black and Gold 2010 pageant featured Michelle Gray, Monique Smith, Tasha Thomas, and Deirdre Yerger. These four ladies were competing for a $1,000 scholarship based on the results of this pageant as well as their grade point averages and records of academic leadership. The pageant dates back to the early 1970s and represents a history of the fraternity's founding in 1948.
It was pretty much put on by alphas. They took the idea from something similar that happened back in those days, and they pretty much wanted to do it for women's appreciation so they can recognize like strong Black women, because that was a time when women weren't really in a position of power or wasn't really recognized.
In addition to their opening dance, the ladies also competed in an evening gown section to display their poise and grace, as well as a swimsuit, question and answer section, and talent section. The talent section featured monologues about the importance of Black history and the raw emotion of the Haiti crisis, in addition to various forms of dance, ranging from liturgical praise dance to the lyrical dance fusion of jazz and ballet. At the conclusion of the pageant, all four ladies were awarded with a title. Tasha Thomas received the Miss Congeniality Award, Monique Smith received the Miss Black title, Deirdre Yerger received the Miss Gold Award, and Michelle Gray, a senior in the College of Technology, was crowned Miss Black and Gold 2010 and received the $1,000 scholarship award. She was especially pleased that her family traveled from Chicago to support her and was ecstatic about her win.
I'm pretty excited about it. I feel that it's been a long time coming, and I'm just Glad that it's finally here, so I'm pretty excited.
Gray's next appearance will be at the next phase of the Black and Gold competition, which will be held in Greencastle, Indiana.
Don't have any plans this weekend? Nadine and Caitlin may have just the thing for you.
Welcome to this week's edition of Community Calendar. I'm Caitlin Blackburn.
And I'm Nadine Mahasna. Whether you want to try something exotic or stick to basics, we have events you'll want to attend.
The Confucius Institute at Purdue will be presenting a Spring Harmony Chinese music concert on March 3rd from 7:30 till 9 at Loeb Playhouse. The concert will feature Chinese folk tunes and classics of American band music. The concert is free and open to the public.
A master puppeteer who featured his creations in movies such as Batman Returns and Men in Black will be showing his new film Don Quixote on March 3rd at Purdue. The film's showing is free and open to the public and will be featured at 7 p.m. in the Lafayette Theater.
Local Indiana director Morgan Mead will be screening his latest film, My Bloody Wedding, at Wabash Landing on February 26th at midnight. The feature-length comedy about a young mama's boy whose bride-to-be suddenly becomes possessed was recently premiered at the Derby City Film Festival in Louisville. Tickets are only $5, and the director will be there for a meet and greet before the film.
International history professor David Painter will discuss the moral equivalent of war, American presidents, and the oil crises of the 1970s as a part of the Sears Lecture Series. The talk will take place at 7:30 p.m. March 9th in Fowler Hall. The event is free and open to the public.
The Purdue Rec Sports Center will be holding an after-dark Fun Around the World party on Friday, February 26th from 9 p.m. till 12 a.m. The event will have free food, including sushi and Italian ice, as well as crafts, dance, and prizes.
All of these and more events are listed on our webpage at the address below.
And while you are there, check out our Fast Track Students of the Week. The hip-hop artist Kid Cudi is coming to Purdue on Friday, March 26th. After his cancellation with Lady Gaga's Monster Ball tour, there has been much hype surrounding Cudi's concert next month. Paul Sliker has more.
Some students got in line as early as 7 p.m. Monday night.
I'm pretty pumped about this. I mean, I've been here for 22 and a half hours at this point. It's 4:30 on Tuesday. I came out at 7 last night. Was the only one all night. Pretty much just slept out here. And I'm just super excited about this concert and really wanted a front row seat. So that's why I'm here. And I'm thankful that I finally had people here joining me.
We sat down with Student Concert Committee President Erica Beaver to learn more about how they brought Kid Cudi to Purdue.
I'm actually just really excited in general for the artist to come. He is probably my current favorite hip-hop artist, like in the hip-hop urban genre. I actually saw him perform for the first time when I was interning at the Lollapalooza Music Festival over the summer. And immediately when we came into the school year, myself and a couple other members of the concert committee were just kind of watching him because we really wanted to consider him for, maybe having the opportunity to bring another hip-hop show to Purdue.
Made it. I'm at the front of the line. It's now 38 hours after when I started. And I'm to the point now where I'm barely awake. But it will all soon be worth it in about half an hour. And then I'm going to go home. Got a test today, and then I'm going to sleep.
Tickets are now on sale at Elliott and Stewart Center box offices. By the looks of it, they will be gone before you know it.
That's all we have for you on this week's edition of Fast Track. Tune in next Friday for a report on some surprising research on alcohol advertising.
And we'll have highlights from Purdue's one-of-a-kind dance marathon. Have a wonderful week, everyone.